Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning here, 7:48 a.m. here in Saskatchewan. Drinking my morning coffee. One of them, this is actually my sixth cup. Yes, I drink a lot of coffee, but I like it, so. You know, last night I was doing a lot of thinking, and from the age of 13 on, because I lived with my dad, I was always surrounded by musical instruments. For a while there, Dad had a drum set, a bass guitar, 3 electric guitars, and an acoustic guitar. And as the years passed, the drum set went away, but the electric guitars and the bass guitar stayed around. But even though I took lessons, I just didn't have the dexterity in my fingers to be a guitar player. That's okay. Because about 13 years old, I started realizing it wasn't the music itself that was catching my interest, it was the lyrics. But that's around the time that I started carrying a pen and paper in my pocket all the time. And out of the blue, words would just pop into my head, and I'd write them down. Stories, poems. They were just always popping into my head. And still today it happens. Like out of the blue, I'll think of song lyrics or poems. A lot of times because I don't carry paper around anymore, I don't write them down. Sometimes I do. I've shared a few with friends on their streams of poems I've written. And see, I did this contest once with a person I knew in Australia. We were chatting online, and she asked how words to my poems came. And I said, they just came to me. I don't know. I said, here's what we'll do. You give me a topic, just a topic, and give me 5 minutes and I'll write a poem about it. So she gave me a topic, I can't remember what it was now, and I ended up writing 3 different poems about it. And it took all of 4.5 minutes to do all of them. And she was surprised how good they were. And she goes, does that always happen? I said, yeah, the words just always pop into my brain. Like, they're always there, nagging, trying to get out, saying, hey, write me down. Hey, remember this. Hey, these group of words should go together and make a great song, you know? And some people have called it a gift, and at times so have I. But I've also called it a curse, because they're always there, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm thankful that as I've gotten older, they're not as fluid, and they're not like bam 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 let me out type thing anymore, you know. But they're still there, and sometimes I don't have to be thinking about anything. I could be like watching wrestling, all of a sudden this poem about an unrelated topic pops into my brain. And the last couple of years as I've gotten older, a lot of times I just ignore it. If I happen to be at the computer when it happens, I'll open a text file and I'll write it down, and sometimes I'll share it, sometimes I won't. But over the years, because I've done a lot of chatting online since 1997 with people from around the world, so a lot of my poems were originals that I typed out in internet chat, or sent it in a MSN Messenger message or an ICQ message, but I never wrote it down personally on my computer or in a text file or on a piece of paper. So a lot of my poems were sent out around the world, and no, I don't have copies of them. I have very few copies of any of the poems I've written since I was 13. I've got a couple of little books that have maybe 7 or 8 poems each in them. But for the most part, a lot of them, through moving and all that, just got lost. It happens. But I shared enough to leave what I call sort of legacy, and I hope, if for nothing else, I'm remembered for those words. And if they made somebody smile, I was happy. Like if I gave a poem to somebody who was having a bad day and it made them smile, and made them forget how sad they were for the moment, then I'm happy. Because that's what they're meant for. Poems and song lyrics and stories are meant to be shared, meant to be enjoyed, meant to take you away for a brief time or a little bit of time to some place that makes you smile, makes you feel glad to be alive. But yeah, I do still sometimes consider it a curse, but of all the curses one could have, the constant words in your head curse isn't all that bad a one. Anyways, keep passing out them smiles, keep being excellent to each other, and until next time, keep it real and hope your morning coffee is hot and delicious. Till next time, catch you on the flip side. Ayo.